Team of the Week predictions are here for Week 13, and we also got some info about Team Standouts. Let's jump right in. What's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto. We're back once again with Team of the Week Week 13 predictions, and we got some info on Team Standouts coming later this week. I'll share all that with you right after I let you know. If you are new here, I appreciate you for stopping by. If you'd be so kind to follow along with the channel, you can hit subscribe down below, notification bell right next to it. It's the best way to follow this channel and be supportive right here on YouTube. You can also thumbs up, hit the like button if you like what you see. Of course, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Also in the comment section down below, let me know what are your Team of the Week predictions for this week. We'll go over all of them and potential team standout implications coming ahead. Let's jump right in. All right, so before we actually get into the predictions, I do want to show you guys one thing here. Number one, Team of the Week. I believe the Team of the Week cards are going to get an overall increase just based on history here, right? So if we go week 12, which was last week, we had 92s and 93s as the LTD. So 92 here, Josh Allen. So all these weeks were 92s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 92, 92, 92. Right here is gonna be 91 here for week 8, as you can see. So 91, 91, 91, 91 should be here with Chase Claypool. And then we went back to 2 weeks of 90s and then 2 weeks of 89. So we can kind of jumble those together, 89, 90s, as you can see here, 90, 90. And then week 2 was 89s for the first 2 weeks there. So important to keep in mind here, we're probably getting a boost in overall, but with that boost in overall, probably is also going to come a boost in overall for Team Standouts. Now, Standouts were confirmed this morning on GMM by Kralo, who actually phoned in over Discord. He said that he's working on Standouts. That's coming this week. But then Farrell's kind of leaked out something that many people weren't expecting. Standouts are coming Wednesday. Let's listen to Farrell's.
Say that one more time. We talked about the legends from the weekend. AJK pretty much gave you what was coming on Wednesday, which is exciting.
Now, I know I said that in passing, and I know it might be something that's innocuous as hell, but he said it. Standouts. He said this Wednesday, after Kralo revealed it earlier in the stream, that Standouts are coming this week. He said Wednesday. Kralo revealed something for Wednesday. So there it is, Wednesday. I'm predicting that, and I think maybe we get Zero Chill this Friday. Next series is next Friday. That would be my guess, at least, and we can see how that plays out. But basically, we can confirm that Standouts are coming this Wednesday, which might impact Team of the Week a little bit. Let's check that out. Team of the Week, Week 13. I'm going to start right here with the Player of the Week. In my opinion, I think it has to be Baker Mayfield. There's a bunch of good options. There's a couple guys that have different cases, but Baker came out really strong. He threw 4 tutties. Big performance by the Browns over the Titans in a big game. Baker's in need of one. I know I have the little power up logo down there for him, but he doesn't have a power up right now in the game, so keep that in mind too. Guys in the past like Jeremy Chin, Darius Williams have gotten Player of the Week cards without having a power up, and another guy last week, Janoris Jenkins, got a LTD, and then they found a way to finagle his power up into the game. So Baker Mayfield probably won't get a power up right now. Maybe he gets some power up expansion, but overall, point is, Player of the Week right here, Baker Mayfield had a big week for the Browns. And a lot of good contenders too, and we'll check out the full list afterwards. But Baker Mayfield right here, 93 overall, QB improviser archetype. I know I usually put the stats and stuff with it here, but it's a weird time right now. There's a lot of overall changes, so I don't really want to trust that too much. I kind of know that we're gonna get over 93s for the overalls for Player of the Week, Team of the Week, guys. So Baker Mayfield, Player of the Week. The Limited also potentially had a case to be a +1 candidate, and we'll jump into that too when we go over the full list. But Justin Houston, back in 2011, I think, had a huge game for the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe it was 2011. So I put him right in, run stopper, 94 overall. He does have a power up in game already. His best card is, I believe, in the 80 overall. So this would be a dramatic boost for him, going all the way up to a 94. So maybe he gets the LTD. He could also be a very good candidate to get like a lower overall card in the week this week, whether it be like an 86, 87, something like that. But Justin Houston, LTD, defensive end, could be helpful for the Chiefs and Colts theme teams for sure. Offensive hero, offensive throwback hero. I'm gonna go with Percy Harvin. Now, he hasn't been in Madden Ultimate Team since like 2016, I think it was. 2017 was when I was checking to look up his archetypes and stuff like that. So a wide receiver, route runner. It would be, look, he could definitely be a deep threat similar to Tyler Lockett, but Tyler Lockett's already a deep threat. DK's already physical. I figured give him route runner, get one of each. Very good receivers for the Seattle Seahawks theme team. Percy Harvin had a huge game back in, I believe it was 2012. So Harvin could be a choice right there as the offensive throwback hero as a wide receiver. Maybe a little answer of some sorts to Tyreek Hill if they give him some sizable speed, maybe 92, 93 speed. So I think Percy Harvin could be a nice boost to the Seahawks theme teams. The Percy Harvin had the breakout game with the Seahawks, but he should also get Vikings chems, Bills chems, and Jets chems. So it would be kind of spreading the wealth out to a couple theme teams that could need a good receiver. Percy Harvin is a route runner archetype. It's just an archetype I picked. He could easily be deep threat with some crazy speed. So Percy Harvin there is my offensive throwback hero selection. On the defensive side of the ball, I picked a guy who has never been in MUT before, according to my research. Now, if I looked at something wrong, please somebody let me know. I love being told I'm wrong. I will learn from my mistakes. But I looked and I have not seen anything relating to Sean Merriman, Madden Ultimate Team. Is that due to him not wanting to be in it? Are they not going to try to sign him or anything like that? I don't know. But Sean Merriman is my choice for the defensive throwback hero here. I think it would be kind of a great pick to balance out some of the other pass rushing and run stopping guys that we've been getting. Also, too, you want to get some power off the edge, and I think adding Sean Merriman would be dope, especially if they do the lights out celebration. You got to get the lights out in it. So Sean Merriman, left outside linebacker, 93 overall. Chargers theme team for Merriman. He'd also get Bills as well as Percy Harvin, so it'd be a big boost for the Bills theme team. But Sean Merriman right here could be a great addition to the game. It's a big name, big enough name, not too big of a name to where it's gonna mess up anything later on the line with Legends, Ultimate Legends, things like that. So Sean Merriman could be a nice addition to Madden 21 Ultimate Team. So looking back just last week alone, obviously Jeremy Chin, Willis McGahee, DeMarcus Ware were the picks. Janoris Jenkins, like I said, was added, but he didn't have a power up at the time. Then they added it later. In other research too, Mark Andrews was very similar. He got an LTD really early in the year, and then they added his power up later on, power up expansion. So just keep that in mind. It could be something they always do. And as you can see here, Jeremy Chin, Darius Williams, Chase Claypool, player of the weeks without power-ups to this point still. And all the offensive heroes, defensive heroes all get power-ups in their sets. So just keep that in mind there. We're going to week 13, and this is my final list here. So let's start over with LTDs here. Cam Jordan is an option just because we are going up to 94 overall. He had a good game 2019. Robert Quinn, also an option. He's very similar in the same boat as Justin Houston. Hasn't had an upgrade in quite some time. His game there was from 2014, and Justin Houston, like we said previously, 2011 for him. Patrick Mahomes, 2018, had a huge game, but are they going to give him the LTD right before Zero Chill, which was expected to come later this week? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to use Mahomes' opportunity to upgrade on a limited for the program here. So I think they're going to save Patrick Mahomes for later on, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the LTD at all. Those are just 4 of the options. I'm sure there's others I'm missing. EA will pull something out of their hat. Defensive hero side of the ball. Tremaine Johnson, Rams cornerback, had a big game in a Rams blowout. Justin Tuck, Giants legend, my guy, Justin Tuck. I doubt they give it to him. They already gave one to OC early in the year. And then Janoris was like last week. So there's a lot of Giants guys coming through team of the week. So I don't think Justin Tuck will get it. Jared Allen is one that's very interesting. He's borderline, right? He's almost a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer. He's a big name, but not a big name. He's very much right there. He's in the same vein of like a Marvin Harrison previously, right? Where we got a guy who had a legitimately great career, but is he too big for team of the week or not big? I'm not sure. So Jared Allen's there. Cliff Averill, no longer in the league. I figured that recently. Averill's no longer in the league. Obviously he had injury ailments that derailed his career, but that could be a defensive hero selection right there. Mario Williams, as you remember, one of the former #1 overall picks right there for the Texans. They could use somebody else to match up with JJ Watt on the outside there. And of course, Clowney, that'd be an insane pass rush for Houston. And then obviously Sean Merriman, the guy I eventually went with. I spelled his name wrong. Like a clown, forgot the there. But could be another option there for the defensive hero. Now looking on the offensive side of the ball, there are some very interesting names here. As you see, leading the pack here, Andrew Luck. 2016 Andrew Luck and 2014 Andrew Luck. Obviously no longer in the league. Is Andrew Luck signed to Madden 21? Does he have a deal with EA? I'm not sure. I know he was in last year as a tribute card. Do they give him a team of the week card or do they save him for something else later down the line? But I do know last year Andrew Luck's card was the quarterback card that people used for a majority of the early part of the year. So Andrew Luck could come in and be a very good quarterback card, whether it's a field general archetype or something else, strong arm, but I doubt it might be a field general, some speed on him. So Andrew Luck, very interesting there. Jordy Nelson, receiver 2016 for the Packers. Eric Decker, former Broncos receiver there, 2013 for the Broncos. Demaryius Thomas also. Demaryius Thomas and Percy Harvin, I think, were in the same game here. Yeah, Demaryius Thomas, Percy Harvin, I think it was Seahawks Broncos here in 2011. So both those guys in the same game. And the same week, Pierre Garçon, obviously former wide receiver there for the Washington football team, Colts and some other teams. And Chris Ivory, running back, used to play for the Jets and Saints, I believe. In 2010, he had a big game. Some other names that are interesting but might fall under the too big or don't bet on it list. Chris Johnson, CJ2K 2011, and Ray Rice. Look, they both are in some legally trouble here, but I wouldn't be surprised if 2011 week 12 is the week, because there's like 6 or 7 legit names here that could legit get the team of the week from 2011. So Chris Johnson, Ray Rice. Obviously Ray Rice and what he did is very reprehensible, but I really doubt EA would put him in the game, similar in the vein of a Darren Sharper type. So doubt it for Ray Rice. Chris Johnson, I feel like he's too big of a name. Marshawn Lynch might be too big of a name, but he's still in that 2011 week 12, which was an insane week according to my research. And Donovan McNabb, 08. I don't know if McNabb will cut the mustard there for EA. Again, he might be too big of a name, so it might be too much for McNabb. So looking at the player of the week options or the +1s upgrades, there's a lot. There's a lot of guys that showed out this week. A lot. So I'm going to name all the +1s / potential upgrades for guys who have power-ups first. Then we're going to go over the guys who don't have power-ups and their potential odds to get upgrades, whether that's a higher overall card or something else. So Xavien Howard and Tyler Boyd, before they got ejected, they had some pretty solid performances there. Will EA reward them after getting ejected? I'm not sure, but I know Xavien Howard's due, and Tyler Boyd could get a +1. Darren Waller, I think, is the guaranteed lock of the locks of all locks to get at least a +1. If not the player of the week, I doubt he gets player of the week just because his last card was a 91. This would be a 93, or if they keep it 92 is even worse for him. It will only be a 92. So I think Waller's probably a lock for a +1 guaranteed, which is great. His card was going for like 220K last night, his Redux card. So Waller's a big one. T.Y. Hilton could get a +1. Jarvis Landry, Joe Schobert +1. Alvin Kamara, Ryan Tannehill, Matt Stafford, Marvin Jones, Devontae Adams, the team of the week king. Kyle Van Noy, Justin Houston, like I said earlier, could be an option for a better card, an upgrade, or a +1. Buda Baker. Buda's interesting. He had a big game yesterday. I think he had like 12 tackles or something like that. He had a huge game. He was up on the defensive stats leaderboards there. Do they give him a +1 this soon? Maybe. I mean, they just gave one to Tyreek Hill last week. So Buda's qualified. If Buda has enough juice with the EA ratings and dev team, he might get a +1. So don't be surprised there. Jamal Adams with a +1 unfortunately fell to my Giants, so maybe he doesn't deserve it. Miles Jack, Honey Badger, had 2 interceptions, and Harrison Smith sealed the game for the Vikings with an interception of his own. He also had a pretty solid game. Harrison Smith +1, potentially, who knows. Now looking on the other side for guys who don't have a power up and could get a better card, Donovan Peoples-Jones and Baker Mayfield both were connecting all day yesterday, so shouts to them. Jamison Crowder, T. Higgins, another receiver for Baker. David Montgomery, running back from the Bears, I think is kind of a lock to get a better card. Mike Gesicki could also be a lock to get a better card. Tight end for the Dolphins. Henry Ruggs, the rookie from the Raiders, got the game-winning tutty for them. Could Ruggs be the man to play and get a better upgrade on his card? Possibly. Taysom Hill just got a card recently. I don't know if they boost him up again, but he had a solid game. My guy, Wayne Gallman, Giants running back, replacing Saquon. Wayne Gallman had a big game, sealed the deal for the Giants in many ways. So shouts to Wayne. I hope he gets one. That would be crazy, though, for the Giants team. They have insane running backs already with Herschel Walker and Saquon Barkley. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Vikings, always showing out. Corey Davis, wide receiver for the Titans. He and Ryan Tannehill as the combo deal there. Both having good attempts at a comeback last night or yesterday afternoon. Cam Newton had like 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing tutty in the big blowout there. Ty Johnson, running back for the Jets. Leonard Williams, defensive end, obviously for my New York Football Giants. He would also be helpful for other theme teams there, but Leonard Williams had a big game, 2.5 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. So big game there for Leonard Williams. Clelin Ferrell, the former first-round pick there for the Raiders. Shaq Lawson, Jesse Bates, Kenneth Murray, and Kiki Kuti, wide receiver from the Houston Texans. So that's about it. That's all I got here for Team of the Week. That's my full list. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below. Who deserves it? Who do you think will get it? And what do you think we're going to do with our overall boost? All right. That's going to be all for today. Look out for Team Standouts later this week. We'll go over them when they're announced in full. But until next time, catch you later.